huge algae explosion. New Rockscape, which is very nice. Unfortunately, I think I've lost the snail here. Hey guys, I'm back with another update on my reef tank here, and I've had a little bit of an algae explosion. I'm going to go through that to start with, because that's the most important thing, and then I'm going to show the new rock. I'm going to go through the new Rockscape that you can see right here. Alright, so let's get a little bit close up. I can literally point anywhere in the tank, and there's this brown stringy algae. I'm pretty sure it's cyanobacteria. It's a really normal stage to have in an early young reef tank where it's not matured at all really, and it's just, yeah, it's completely normal to have a little bit of an algae stage, a little bit of diatoms in the sand, which I've got a little bit here. So it's literally, you can literally go anywhere in the rock and there's just this brown stuff. It's only when you kind of get close up, so when you start to look at a coral or something, to see all this brown stuff. Some of it's actually clinging onto the rock. See, there's a little bit of onto the coral, sorry. There's a little bit of brown string there. It's just a few of it hooked on the corals, annoyingly. I can't really do anything about it apart from, well, the tank will just take care of itself when it slowly matures up. So within the next 4 to 6 weeks it should be gone. We'll start to clear up of it, at least. I do have 3, maybe 4. I don't know if this is alive yet. I'll check in the next few days if this starts moving, because it hasn't really moved at all for about a week now. So we'll see what that does. So I've got 3, maybe 4 Mexican turbo snails, which I know for a fact are definitely the best type of snails that you can get for a reef tank. And they absolutely do a massive job of cleaning algae, literally, sometimes even bubble algae. They can do little bubbles as well. But yeah, so those snails will do a massive job, well, hopefully a massive job on cleaning up this algae that I've got in the tank. I've just done a water change as well on the system. So what that will do is it will reduce my nitrate as well, which will also help with reducing the amount of growth on this cyanobacteria. So I'm hoping to get in between 0 and 2. This will be an SPS dominated tank, and they do like the lower kind of nitrates. So I'm gonna aim for that 1 ppm nitrate mark. I also did it to reduce my, increase my alkalinity. I haven't tested it yet. After the water change, I will do it in just a sec. I think maybe after I've done this video, I'll test it, and hopefully I would like to keep it as high as I can. I'm only going to start dosing when I have to, which will be, I have no idea when. When the coralline starts growing, that will really suck down my alkalinity and calcium. Also, when I start introducing more SPS colonies, well, frags, they'll start growing and sucking down all that alkalinity. That's when I need to start dosing. Alright, so let's talk about something a little bit more positive now. The new Rockscape. Let me know what you guys think about this new scape. I love it. I'm glad I changed it. It was a little bit of a rough hour. It only took about an hour to do. I basically just got all the corals off the rock. I just put it in that in the rear filter there for the time being, until I didn't want to break any SPS corals or just damage or injure any corals. I wouldn't want to do that. So I just put them in there for the time being to keep them safe. And then I did the new Rockscape, which didn't really take long. I kind of just I didn't really copy anyone off YouTube or Google or whatever. I kind of just thought in my head what I wanted to do. I was thinking the kind of 2-island kind of scape, and I just pictured it in my head and I created it. I've got some nice little caves. There's a large cave in there. There's all these little cracks, nooks and crannies for the fish to hide in. Clownfish are currently, well, still hosting this corner. They'll probably stay there. And they've slowly introduced themselves into this pole scroll. They probably will when it starts growing slightly bigger as well. There's also a cave there for them to hide. Don't know where the little sapphire damsel is. That hides quite often at the moment. It's a new tank, so he'll probably come out. Mainly when it's feeding time, he really comes out and starts feeding on stuff. So yeah, I'm loving the new scape. Coral placements. This is going to be a Zoa island. Zoanthids are a really colourful type of soft coral. Super easy to keep. Probably one of the easiest corals to keep. Definitely in the top 5. And they're probably they're definitely my favourite coral. Just with their colour, the growth. It's just incredible. So yeah, that'll look really good when I start getting some more frags of zoanthids. Red digi in that crack for the moment. I think that might be where I'll keep it. It depends how it grows, because it's at the bottom of the tank. Red digi doesn't need a massive amount of light, so that kind of distance, I think that should be all right. Might be getting at least 200 par. That's kind of what you want minimum for a SPS dominated reef tank. Hystrix, temporarily that's just balanced on the rock there. I'll probably just glue it after I've done this video. I'll probably just glue it onto the side of that rock there. Red digi, that's down on the floor because I didn't want it shading anything, so I kind of put it on the sand bed there, where it's kind of glued onto the rock onto the side, so it should plate out nicely and hopefully not start shading anything. Blue digi is, I've got one tiny little piece left. One of it went down the back half of the water change, so I've lost that, I think. So I've still got a tiny little piece I'm going to try and keep safe in that little hole temporarily. GSP, I will be getting rid of that one because I've got 2 new frags of my my dad's GSP. This is it's an alright looking kite, but actually no, it's probably one of the best ones that you can get. Long tentacled, really luminous green. And I put it at the top because I only want a nice little bar at the top of it. So I wouldn't want the whole thing green because I wouldn't want it touching any of my corals when they start growing up towards the light. And I wouldn't want the whole back of the tank green. It would look a bit off, if you know what I mean. And it would just put you off of the whole tank. So I've put those at the top. They'll look, well, they do look good. Eventually when they start growing as well, over the next few weeks, we should see some growth on them, and yeah, they'll look really nice when they start growing. So I've got a little bit of a LPS island on this side here. So I've got war coral, torch coral, hammer, what's that, Duncan, candy cane, and acan. So this is the LPS island. I still have some room up there for some more, some more SPS when I get some. Chalice, I think I'm gonna lose this. It's starting to bleach out into the center and around the rim. Luckily, it was a coral I was planning to get rid of anyway. It wasn't a coral that I really wanted, such as I don't know, like the Monty or the Hystrix or something. It was just a coral that I was actually planning of getting rid of anyway. So thankfully, it was that. Switch the wave pumps around because that's the more powerful one, which I wanted to aim on the SPS side of the tank, and then the little one towards the corals that don't need as much flow. So yeah, you'll see me, well, you'll see this tank anyway next week with another update. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Oh, 1 mile in fog patches and showers early Friday, but improving to greater than 6 miles on Friday morning.